What's up, everybody? Anthony here, specialtymotorcars.net, and here's a little change for the season. I'm inside doing pictures now of my cars. It's just getting too cold outside, and like I said in my last video, it's getting too difficult to do it outside with the sun setting so low. So we are inside, and the first car that I got to offer you of this inside photo session season is right behind me here. This is a very special car, one of only 81 built in this layout. Very, very rare, very unique. 2001 Lincoln Town Car, Cartier L, in a very rare color with 43,000 miles. Totally serviced, over $3,000 spent on this car here with me to get this car just up to snuff. It was a beautiful car when it came in, but you know me, I like to go a little overboard with my service. This car got a repair order of over $3,000 in tires and brakes and all types of updates to make this as turnkey as it can be. Let's take a look at it. We're gonna do a walk around, inside, outside, under the hood. We'll start it up. Tell me what you think in the comments. Let's get going. You must be hot. And here it is, a 2001 Lincoln Town Car, Cartier L. This will be the first time that I've ever had a long wheelbase in this 98 to 2002 vintage. This was the first year, or first era, I should say, that Lincoln offered the factory long body before they then brought it into the 2003 to 2011 body style. So this was kind of the pioneer of it, the idea of it. I believe these were only offered in executive L's and then these Cartier L's. But this one is a very, very special car. Obviously the layout is special, being a Cartier L, but the color is special. When I was offered this car, I didn't even know that this color existed. I didn't know that these cars were built in this color. I didn't know that this car existed. This is one of only 81 produced. And how do I know that? I got a Marty report from Marty Motorworks, who has all the archives for Ford products. This is one of 81 Cartier L's in this color. One of 82 in 2001 for town cars that were in this paint color. So it seems to be that this was a Cartier L only color, except for one town car out there that made it out that was not a Cartier L. I don't know if it was executive. I really don't know. It's a midnight gray color, beautiful gray leather interior. This is, like I said, this is a 43,000 mile car, and it's absolutely beautiful. Virginia car, its whole life, and it is absolutely super, super clean, both above and below. I was really excited to get this car in, just because of the cleanliness, the rarity, and I really wanted to experience that first generation offering of the long wheelbase. So you can see here, it's almost like a charcoal gray color. It's a beautiful, beautiful color in the daylight. It's a beautiful color at night, and it's a beautiful color here under the lights you can see in my shop. You can see the beautiful reflection off the wall, my Cadillac posters on the wall, but there is a Lincoln poster up there, so fear not. I just have more Cadillac stuff than I have Lincoln stuff. So this is a two-owner car, came out of Virginia. One of the things that's still a mystery to me, and on that Marty reports, it said that this was a special purpose vehicle. So I don't know if that fleet of 81 built was for overseas governments, for the embassy or something. Like this was a special car. That I do not know. So anybody in the comments that has any idea what that means, and I posted a picture, and I'll post a picture here as well of the Marty report. Anybody knows what a special purpose vehicle is from Ford. This car was ordered, built, and sold within days. So this car had a purpose, it almost seems like. And I don't know what that purpose was. The car came out of an estate of the second owner. So I'm assuming it was the first owner who was some type of special special buyer for these cars. I have no idea. But this car came in, and like most of the cars with these low miles, they've just had some deferred maintenance. You know, this car, I drove this car when it came in. It drove beautifully. But I know these cars all have the common weak spots, and I addressed all those weak spots in this car to give you a really nice turnkey car with only 43,000 miles. I'll go over all that service after I point out any small defects or anything like that on this side before I spin the car around. You can see here it was sold new at Mickey Smith, Lincoln Mercury, Kingsport, Tennessee. That's where the first owner was. It was a Tennessee car, and then I got it out of Virginia, like I said. So this is a Cartier package. The Cartiers all have some very unique gold plating on the taillight treatment. Cartier insignia here in the middle. You can see here the paint is really nice on this car. Very, very minor ding. You can probably see right there in the reflection of the wall. Aside from, you know, very minor light scratches or anything like that, the body on this side is in really, really nice shape. The charcoal gray shows really well. Looks like we get a little bit of a chip right there and right there. Oh, no. That was just a piece of wax. One little chip right there. Very minor ding. You can kind of see it as I wave over it there. I did put 4 brand new Continental white walls on this car. It came in with black walls, which is an absolute travesty. Those are wrapped up on these beautiful chrome Cartier wheels. You can see how clean it is inside there in the wheel well. A few minor chips on the door edge here, and this scratch here right on this door. Come down here, very, very clean. The door moldings clean. Very minor, few little chips there. Very small scratch there. Now the big difference with these Cartiers or these long wheelbase cars versus the the later generation is this center post here. They didn't stretch the window like they did in the longer wheelbase 2003 to 2011s, where they had a bigger window and a bigger quarter window. They put it all right here in this pillar, which is a very unique pillar, and it kind of gives it a little mini limousine feel back there. We'll get into that when I get inside the car. Come up over the roof. Show you the roof. Has a beautiful shine to it. Really nice reflection. Glass is absolutely beautiful. It's an original Carlight windshield. Few minor little chips on the edge of the door mirror there. Come down here. 2 very minor little scuffs and marks right there. Little minor chip right there. Minor one right there. Another brand new Continental True Contact white wall tire. These are brand new tires. Just had those installed. Beautiful chrome, kind of like a deep dish style wheel, which I really, really like. I love that style wheel. Come down the hood, you can see how beautiful the paint is there. Very minor chip right there. Nothing too crazy. I like this ribbed design. Comes right down into the grille and hood treatment there. Bumpers are in really nice shape. No chips, no scratches. All right, let's take a look at the passenger side. Coming around the passenger side of this car, you can see it's just as clean as the driver's side. The paint glistens just as beautiful as the driver's side does. This just is a real sharp car. I really do get some more Lincoln signs for this wall. But absolutely beautiful, just sitting here right in the middle of the shop, right on the floor, just looking grand, looking beautiful, looking sophisticated, somewhat presidential almost. Headlights again, nice and clear. This car was a garaged, well-kept, well-loved car. And it shows really well. Love that beautiful Lincoln grille. You can see my reflection there. Even up over the hood. See the reflection of the paint there. See the light up signs, it just glistens. Would you just look at that? Now, bear with me, I do appreciate you following along on this video. This is the first time that I've done an inside my shop video on a car. Well, since probably, I don't know, February or March. So I kind of got to get back in my rhythm again. I may be a little shaky, I may be a little unorchestrated, but even the back bumper on this car, there's no marks or really pit marks or anything. Maybe a very, very faint light scuff right there on the corner. A little bit of my wax buildup. This era, they kept along with the tradition of bringing the chrome around, all the way around the back bumper, like they did on the earlier 90s square boxy town cars, and then had it split up front. You have your keyhole here for the trunk release. Again, the taillights, nice and shiny. Paint on the deck lid. There's a real nice gloss to it. Come down the quarter here. You can see beautiful shine on it as well. Cartier L, beautiful gold emblems. Another brand new Continental True Contact white wall tire. Beautiful 16-inch chrome wheel. This did have a light little scratch right there. You can see kind of on the dog leg. Can kind of catch it with my nail there, not as much there. And then a little scratch that was, where am I? Here I am. Touched up right there. The other thing that I kind of think is neat with these is they have these, now town cars from, I think 90 all the way up till 2011 had this style door handle where it was a pull style handle. 90 to 97, this was chrome, and then the pull part was like a black, textured black. 98 to 2002, it was all chrome like this. And then in the 03 to 11 vintage, the back part was painted or monotone to the car, and then just the pull was chrome. So it was cool how they kept that same design, but changed it just a little bit along the way. Again, beautiful top there. I do believe there was a very minor ding, right? I know I just saw it. There it is, right there. And the roof glass is in really nice shape. Again, that extra thick B-pillar with this Lincoln insignia. It'd be cool if that lit up. It's kind of before that whole LED craze that we have today of light up emblems, but if they had like a little halo around the back, that would be really, really sweet. A few minor little chips around right there. A little bit right there. Minor little chip right there. This is an odd series of just minor little scrapes. A little bit on the exterior mirror there. One thing that I didn't like about these cars, and it's kind of, this kind of says like, hey, look at me, I'm a Grand Marquis, is the painted capped mirror, but then the black textured post where it mounts to the door. Now you can see how nice and glossy that texture is. And that's untouched by me. I didn't modify that or paint it or put any kind of trim on it. It was just from being inside and being a garage car. Same with the wiper arms, like I show you on a lot of my cars. You know, the gloss to them tells you that a car was kept indoors. Come down this fender here. Remember being a little chip right there. Again, another beautiful True Contact Continental white wall. Beautiful chrome wheels. Come up over the hood here. Real nice all the way around. Down the bumper. Waterfall grill. I did put a new license plate bracket on the front here. The one that was on the original one just had a couple puck marks. I'm just probably lightly tapping into things. And I just think little details like that make these cars stand real tall. All right, let's take a look inside this beautiful 2001 Lincoln Town Car. As excited as I was to show you the outside of this beautiful town car, I'm super excited to show you the inside of this car as well, because the inside of this car really shows that it was loved and very well cared for. I mean, the condition of the driver's seat tells you a lot with this car at only 43,000 miles. But before we do that, I want to get over here to the door sticker here where you can see the date of manufacture, March of 2001. So this was a very early 2002 model year car. Exterior paint, you can see the paint code right there. TV, that's the metallic, charcoal metallic, midnight charcoal. And it's a beautiful color. I love this color. Now that I've seen it, I absolutely love it. You can see inside all the door jambs are super clean here. A little scuff on the door sill there. The Lincoln emblem is in really nice shape. And again, that beautiful leather. Let's just get right back over the door panel here. You have the wood trimming. You have the stitched pull handles. Little pocket to hide whatever you want to hide deep down inside there. Your door locks, your 4 windows, window lockout, power mirrors, power driver seat with memory setting, heated front seats, heated rear seats in this one too, being the Cartier L, fuel and trunk release. Now inside is a beautiful gray, kind of like a light stone or very light dove gray color. You can see the Cartier insignia on the back of the seat backs there. But all the leather is in really nice shape, nice and soft and supple. Some minor creases just from normal leather wear, but very nice and soft Cartier leather. Carpeting is in really nice shape. Very minor soil right up on the top there. Nothing too crazy. Leather wrapped steering wheel with a wood insert on the top and the bottom. All the functions on the steering wheel, we'll show you all that in just a minute when we get inside and up close and personal, but really clean inside this car. Headliner is just as clean. Again, the leather shows really well. Open up the back door here. Now the thing that I like about these long wheelbase town cars, and I've showed it in most of my other videos with these long wheelbase cars, is the back doors, and these just open up at almost 90 degrees. You know, you can really just slide right in and love life back there. Now you can see from this angle, that almost looks like a curtain. It kind of gives you a little bit of privacy. I think if you tinted the windows on this car, it would be a real cool, like, mini limousine. This is kind of like right in the driver's area. Probably a bad blind spot, to be honest with you. That's probably why they did away with it, but kind of gives you that nice little bit of privacy as well, depending on where you're sitting. Again, inside the door jamb, super clean. No rust. Like I said, Tennessee car originally, followed by its second owner, garage kept life in Virginia. Back door panel here, similar to the front, stretched out. You have the big pocket on the bottom here, and this is definitely specific to the long wheelbase, because I know the regular town cars, this is much shorter. One thing with this back door panel, it's got these few little speckles. There's just a few series of them here and there on this door panel that I have been having a hard time getting cleaned off. It has the rear heated seats as well. Like I said, the map pocket all inside the jamb here, nice and clean. Again, that beautiful leather, nice and soft and supple. A little bit of a scratch right there on the leather. Like all long wheelbase town cars, it's got the adjustable rear headrests. And they kind of did the center console of these a little different than the later ones. It does have the switch, car has to be on, But it does have the switch to power that front seat forward, and then the controls for the radio and temperature, along with your dual auxiliary ports and cup holders. But it's just not as long, elongated, and stretched as the later ones, because the later ones didn't have the cup holders here. They had the flip out cup holder, where this was all still in there. They had a little tissue dispenser. Take a look at the carpeting back here. Real clean. Real clean back here. Got the mat pockets nice and tight. And then over on the headliner, we have dual lighted vanity mirrors as well. Real nice, real inviting back seat on this 2001 town car. And you can see on this side here, that door can swing a couple different stop points. Right here, kind of at that normal, like, I don't want to totally ding up your car door opening. But then it does go that full 90 degree, almost 90 degree. I don't want to sound like I'm making guarantees here, but it's almost 90 degrees. And you can see that big door pocket there. Put your maps or whatever in. Flip open ashtray with cigarette lighters. Rear heated seats, like I said before. It's got that big pillar. Come take a look inside the door jamb here. Nice and clean, like always. Got the Lincoln insignia. And the backs of those seats. Very, very clean back here. Again, like I said, on the other side, carpeting is in super nice shape on this car. You can obviously tell that, you know, this was a long wheelbase car that's built to cater to the rear seat passengers, but this car just never got that rear seat use. The leather is in really nice shape. All these controls are untouched. So it was probably an older lady who had this car and just said, hey, I want the most expensive town car you have, and bought this one. Flip down that. Apparently this one doesn't light up. I think this one does. This one does still light up. Looks like the covering might be coming a little loose there. Back seat. That big door. And inside the jamb. Nice and clean. This side has the opening pocket as well, along with the door switch plates, heated seats up here as well. You can see all the anodizing on the latches are in nice shape. Come across the dashboard. Plenty of artificial wood. Dash pad is a nice shape, wood tones. Got the town car there. Little scratch. This isn't a crack. It looks like a crack, but it's actually kind of like a scratch, like something caught it there. Carpeting shows really, really nice. Again, the leather is in super nice shape on this car. Nice and soft and supple. Not all dried out and grainy. All right, let's hop behind the wheel. So we're behind the wheel of the 2001 Cartier L. I'm going to show you what I got for keys for this car. They have both the original jewel style keys here with the original remotes. We're going to start this one up. Show you everything lighting up. Mileage on this car is 43,539 miles. I've probably put, I don't know, maybe 200 miles or so on this car. The real nice thing that I like about this era town car, two things on the inside mostly, is this beautiful Cartier style gold clock in the center of the dash, only on these Cartier package town cars. And then the wood steering wheels that these came with. This was the first generation town car that came with the wood wheel. The 95, 96, 97s didn't, but it has all the buttons here you can see for the cruise control, and then the fan and temperature controls, the volume controls. These buttons just tell you how gently cared for and loved this car was. The cleanliness of them. Usually these are all gooped up and just nasty at this point. Really nice. Then it's got a little Lincoln Star in the center here. Alpine cassette. You have your power adjustable foot pedals, traction on off, auto lamp, like I said, dual power seats with your heated seats, trunk, hood. In the center here, you have a large opening center console, perfect place to put your coins and your cassettes for your Alpine cassette deck. I do believe this car has in the trunk a 6-disc CD changer. See, the headlights are nice and clear. Beautifully running 4.6 liter Lincoln Town Car V8, tried and true, really. You can see how nice and clean this is. Really a well-kept car underneath, no corrosion, really on anything. All the plastics. This label has left the chat, unfortunately. Got a 1.5-year-old battery in it. Fresh air cowl has obviously been resealed as well. This one does have the updated intake manifold. That was something that I did as preventative measures. Come around to the back here. Open up that trunk lid and you can see nice and clean inside here. And I do have the original floor mats along with a mini spare there. Jack and everything is in front of it. And like I guessed earlier, there is a CD changer in the trunk here. You have your on and off switch for the air ride, and then a interior light for the trunk. Now these floor mats are specific to the car. Why? Because it's got the Cartier insignia on the front too and on the rear. And then this is obviously for the rear. The long wheelbase has the one-piece over-the-hump rear carpet or rear floor mat. One thing I don't like about these cars is they're hard to display all your floor mats. You know, I don't want to pile them on top of each other and ruin my creation here. But you can see they're all in pretty nice shape. Very minor. Few spots of soiling on that one. This is the driver's here with the loop. Nice shape. I guess it's inevitable. Back seat one as well. Take this one thing that I wasn't too crazy with was Lincoln discontinued the power trunk pull down. Why? Probably to save money from the 98 to 2002 body style. Totally appreciate everybody for sticking on this along on this video. This is normally the time where I would take the car out for a spin, but it's actually like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black outside. So I'm gonna just show you some of the things that I have with this car. I already showed you the keys, but I also want to go over what I did for service on this car. Now keep in mind, this is Specialty Motor Cars, home of Anthony and Papa Bear. You know, this isn't a big lavish building where I have, you know, tens of thousands of square feet. So I literally got my cars all jammed on the wall here, undercover in winter car storage mode, except for my blue coupe. I got to cover that one up. But I am going to move that one before snow flies. So kind of just trying to do the best I can here. And I appreciate everybody for sticking on with me. So let me show you. I did tell you I did about $3,000 worth of service on this car. I have one of my receipts here. This is for a local repair shop in town here. where I had them check over the car. Now, when I got this car in, and like I buy a lot of these cars, every one of them, they basically, they're all put off as like, oh, they don't need anything. And you know, really, this car didn't need anything to be driven, but it needed some updating. Updating being just deferred maintenance from stuff that should be done. And again, I like to take pride in the cars that I put out on the road and what I offer, and I go above and beyond. Most of the stuff that I did, it didn't have to be done. And I just assume that when I buy the car, I already know what these cars need and the common spots, and I'm going to go over that right now. So I had them go over the car and do the tires. Tires were so old and dry rotted. That was obviously something that had to be done. They performed a safety check, checked the ball joints. Again, common spot. The boots may be dried out, and they in fact were. Mount full white wall tires, align, etc. So what they did, perform alignment, adjust wheel specs, remove and replace front pads and rotors, remove and replace ball joints. They did upper and lower ball joints on both sides. The boots were ripped. They weren't worn out, just the boots were ripped, and they will wear out prematurely. On many of these town cars, it's very common. They replaced the front sway bar links and bushings. I don't know why they didn't put bushings on there, but you can see down here. They also did the idler arm on the car as well. Mounted and balanced the 4 white wall tires. Perform oil change, remove and replace serpentine belt, remove and replace front wiper blades. They also did an air filter, synthetic oil change, ball joints, yada, yada, yada. That right there is the alignment spec. So that was $1,767 for that first service. Then I have the slip here for the 4 Continental True Contact tires. That was just under $600 for the tires. But then I also went ahead and did a few things that I haven't got the slip for yet. And one of those things was the biggest thing, I think, as a preventative maintenance item. And I had the intake manifold replaced. Those were common on those town cars from like 96 till 2002 to have a plastic crossover where it would prematurely fail under just normal wear and tear, heat, and whatnot. And the updated version is aluminum. That was about $700 to do that, to replace the intake manifold. It had the original intake manifold in it with the low miles, and it wasn't leaking, but I know the first time somebody took this car up on the highway and just went wide open throttle or just mashed on it off of a stoplight. You know, not that people beat on these cars, but when you get a new car, you like to just, you know, see what it's got, I guess. And I knew that would have blown up. It's happened to me before, and as a preventative, I want to do that. So it's got a new intake manifold. It's got all new Ford Platinum Motorcraft spark plugs. Had those done while they were in there. They're right there anyways. Did the cowl reseal, so it's ready to go. Along with all that value-added stuff in service, like I said, tallying over $3,000, here's a few other little things that the car comes with. This is a Lincoln cassette. I don't even know if you have a VHS player, but I thought that was kind of cool. And this is a window sticker. This isn't a window sticker for this car. This is how much I love my fans out there and my followers. I had somebody reach out to me, a friend of mine that I met on Facebook, actually. Never met in my life, conversed many times with him before. He's out in Colorado, and he said, "Hey, Anthony, does your car have a window sticker?" I said, "No." He says, "I just happen to have a window sticker for a 2001 Cartier L in midnight gray metallic with light graphite leather." I'm like, that's crazy. They only made 81 of these cars. What are the chances? Well, he had a window sticker. I compared the VIN numbers. It's not the same car. But he sent this to me and said, "Hey, geez, give it with your car. It's kind of cool to have, you know, similar options, although I don't think it has the voice-activated cell phone or the full-size spare. So optioned a little differently, but did have the trunk-mounted CD changer. I don't think there was a lot more options available for these cars, but the MSRP, just under $51,000 new. And then, like I said, I do also have the owner's manual here. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Totally appreciate it. Anybody who has interest in this car, give me a call. My name is Anthony, Specialty Motor Cars here in Pelham, New Hampshire. 978-930-1004 is my number. Price on this car is going to be $16,995. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Totally appreciate it. We'll talk to you on the next one.